Second I got in, VSA. Holy fuck, I'm getting dressed. What's happening? 2 seconds later, I'm on some guy's chest. Guess it was just God's way of being like, yo bro, welcome to work. When I was in Ottawa, I really had 3 jobs. 1, work my ass off to learn how to become a half decent firefighter. 2, try not to die in the dangerous neighborhood I was living in. 3, studying my ass off to get hired once again to come back home. So here's how it went. OTTAWA. What's up everybody? Welcome to my channel. My name is Joe and I help aspiring firefighters get hired. If you end up liking this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. So back in 2022, I got hired as a firefighter in the nation's capital, Ottawa. Before I actually talk about Ottawa, I gotta go a little bit back to when I was in BC, working as a work experience program firefighter over there. I'm gonna create a video of that whole time that I was there. And when I do, I'm gonna link it right here. So feel free to watch that. When I was in BC, I was living in a house with 5 other people who were also trying to get hired in the fire service. When I was there, I was applying to multiple different fire departments. I got some interviews here or there, some went good, some went bad. After about 3 months of being there, I finally got an email from OTTAWA Fire Services asking me to come interview for them. I'll be completely honest, when I got this email, I was a little ungrateful. The reason I say that is because I wanted to come closer to home. I'm from the GTA myself, and Ottawa is about a 5-hour drive one way. So it wasn't ideal, but it was the nation's capital. Regardless, I took the interview and it was in 2 weeks. I asked them if I could do it remotely because I was over in BC at the time and because there was a lot of protocols with COVID and flying and it just wasn't ideal. They were more than cool with it. I think it was on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, I had the interview. Honestly, I thought I failed. Really, because they put this big clock in front of you as you're doing it and you're watching it tick, 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 tick. And I was like, okay, I have 35 minutes here. And I swear I did my whole interview in 25 minutes. I was literally embarrassed to go back to my friends after and tell them that I was 10 minutes early ending the interview. Because I thought like if I told them that, they're gonna be like, dude, you so didn't get this shit. And I honestly didn't think I did either. Now, fast forward to about Monday, I believe, boom, I was at lunch and I got an email on my phone. I remember looking at it and I remember seeing this red writing at the top. If I have the email, I'll put it here. It said, congratulations, or you've moved forward, read this email carefully, and you are gonna move forward in the process to now do the CPAT for us in person. Remember that moment? I remember how I felt. I remember literally sitting at the table and my friend Ashley was like, dude, let me read the email for you because your brain is not processing anything. Give me your phone. She read the whole thing. Although I was very happy that I got this email, I was still a little hesitant to even move forward with it because of the distance. Regardless, I hopped on a plane from BC, went over to the GTA, and then from there, I drove over to Ottawa. So after working hard to train for the CPAT, I passed. Right after I was finished with this, they said, okay, great, Joe, take this ticket. You're gonna go over to our training center and they're gonna put you for a uniform fitting. They're also gonna take a picture that's gonna go on your key card. I believe that was it for that day. They told me as well that I would have to come back to Ottawa in about 3 or 4 days to do a medical testing by one of their doctors. This picture right here is a picture that was taken that night after I passed all the testing. So about a week later, I came back to Ottawa again and did the medical testing. Medical testing was super basic, super easy. It was pretty much just a doctor's checkup. Nothing special about it. During this time, I was still supposed to be working with Creston over in BC, but I hadn't got a solid job offer yet, so I didn't really know what to do. But I did the right thing. I went back over to Creston and I said, guys, I will work here until this job offer actually comes in. And with Ottawa, for any of the guys that are in my class, for any of you guys who know who've been hired with Ottawa, you know that it probably didn't come the next day. Dude, it took literally 2 or 3 weeks to come in and I didn't think I got the job. I was so hesitant. I got in my head, I'm like, I did not get this shit. I did not get that. I don't know where I fucked up. I don't know if I said something or I don't know what happened, but I did not get this. So as time goes on, week after week, boom, finally on a Friday, the email came through. Blessed. If I have it, I'll put it right here for you guys. It pretty much said I got the job. With that being said, I went on my phone, I bought a plane ticket to come back home to Toronto. As I had just got hired in the nation's capital in one of the best fire departments, fuck it, the best fire department in all of Canada. So I was back home for about a week and then I had to pack all my stuff up again, put it all in my truck. I have a picture right here. I had to leave my mom, my dad, my family to go over to a different place to work. I didn't want to do it, but it is what it is. When I was there, I told myself, I'm not going to be here permanently. So I'm not going to put a lease on any condo or this or that. I'm going to get Airbnbs, literally month by month. And I'm going to keep renewing them every single month. When I got there, I was living in, I remember I texted some guy who was also working in Ottawa. And I said, hey man, like where's a good place to live? I just got a place in Vanier. It sounds nice, right? Vanier. And he goes, dude, no, like, dude, no. Moved in and I was in a basement apartment with like literally 5 guys. And one guy was living in a closet. That shit was illegal. Regardless, the next day I moved across over in Quebec to live in a bit of a cheaper living area. I was living in Hull. I realized that I wasn't living in the best living conditions pretty quickly. And the house beside me literally turned out to be a crack house where the people living inside of it were got into some sort of a dispute, whatever, some bullets went off. I looked out my window probably about 2 minutes later and I saw a huge flame popping up. I'll show you here. There's a huge fucking fire behind the house. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. I had to evacuate the house. My neighbor living down here, Marty, he was a fucking great guy. Love him. Since he lived right below me, I used to call him Marty next door. But literally the day after I moved into Ottawa, I got to start drill school. There's a lot going through my head. New city, new place, shitty living situation. But now I'm also starting drill school. I got to become a firefighter now. What the fuck is happening? But here's the thing. It was fucking incredible. When it comes to drill school, it all comes down to this. You're in a classroom and you're doing hands-on stuff all day, every day for 3 months. And essentially what it is just training. You're training and you're learning how to become a firefighter. Every single person in my class, I believe it was a class of 22, they were all incredible. Each and every one of them. I love all of them till this day. I know like people say, oh, of course he's gonna say that. Of course you don't talk shit about your class. No, fuck that. They were all amazing. Look at me. All of them. Fuck what the news said. All of them. And when you're in drill school class, you gotta fucking roll with the jokes. You gotta have a good time. You have to enjoy everybody. There was people in there who were like the kind of the quote unquote, you know, the big guy. We all joked about him. There was the tall guy, the dumb guy, whatever. I was the short guy. I was the smallest guy in my class. So yes, I got all the jokes. And for anyone who's in a drill school class now or will be in the future, guys, best thing I can tell you is fucking roll with the punches. The worst thing is when there's a guy who gets in his feelings because people are chirping on him. Bro, have a good time, laugh it off, smile, rip on other people, and remember that you right now are in the best 3 months of your entire life thus far. All the guys that didn't want to look at it as the best experience, all the guys that were like, yo, fuck this, I don't want to be here, this work sucks, I wish I was just on the trucks already. Dude, enjoy the time you have, embrace it. Once you're done drill school, if you know anything about Ottawa, what happens is you get placed on rotation. So every 3 months, you get put at a different station. I believe the rationality behind this is they want to give everybody a little taste of, you know, like all different types of stations. I straight up, I had the best experience that anybody could have. My first station was Station 43, C shift, fucking rescue station. Bro, I met the crew for the first time. These guys were fucking incredible. And I'll say this right now. When I went into the station beforehand, I thought to myself, fuck. I'm gonna be like the shortest guy. I'm so small, whatever. Like, I'm not that strong like all these other fucking 6'2" monsters are, right? I walk in, straight up. Shout out to Portner, man. That guy is like literally 5'5", 5'6", but fuck, that guy's a fucking workhorse. That guy's a beast. There are those guys out there that are just smaller guys, but they can fucking move mountains. The reason I mention this is because in my head, I had this whole thing, this whole notion of you're a small guy, you can't be a firefighter. You're a small guy, you fucking can't do this job. Those boys at that station, there's another guy, I forgot his name right now, but he was incredible too. Same height, but fuck, those boys could fucking work. Put $1,000 on it that Eric Portner could fucking outwork any 6'2" guy any day of the week. And the guy's old, the guy's like 55 or something, but bro, shout out to Portner. My first shift when I got there, I remember it was actually on a Sunday. Bam, the second I got in, VSA. Holy fuck. Remember the call wasn't too far from our station, so I'm getting dressed. I'm with this new guy in the back. I've never met him before. His name was Scott. And he's like, yo, put this on, do. I'm like, holy fuck, what's happening? And then 2 seconds later, I'm on some guy's chest. Holy fuck. Absolutely insane. I guess it was just God's way of being like, yo, bro, welcome to work. You have to be ready at any moment. It doesn't matter if you're the old guy, if you're the new guy, it doesn't fucking matter. Once you walk in this door, open your fucking eyes, get ready to go. During my time at that station, I learned so fucking much. The reason I learned so much was because of all the training that we did. And the reason that my training was good, once again, had to do with Portner. By the way, Portner was my captain there. Incredible guy. When I got there, I was so fucking bad at all of my skills. I still think when I left there, I wasn't that great, but I did improve. Now, the one thing that I had to learn when I was there is that drill school is much, much, much different than being on the floors. And I learned that very quickly. Doing things by the book is incredible. Sometimes you have to go and think outside of the box to get the job done. For any rookie firefighter who just hit the floors, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about. One thing that I needed to work on a lot was I was not aggressive enough when it came to all of my skills. And that's one thing Portner tried to work into me. Now, I'll be straight up honest, I hated working with Portner. And the reason for that was because every shift, he would push me and push me and push me to be more. And you know what? When you're trying to grow, it fucking sucks. Growth fucking hurts. It's the worst thing. And I was even talking to some of my friends who were on shift at other stations. And I talked to them and I said, hey, listen, so do you guys do training at your station? And they were all like, yo, not really. Like my captain doesn't do fuck all. Yo, my guy kind of does stuff, but not really. And then I thought to myself, would I trade positions with any of those people to get out of the pain that I was going through working at Portner station to relax and chill? At the time, I would have said yes, but looking back now, I would not say yes to that. Love him or hate him, he made me a better firefighter. And that's the kind of guy that he was. It's a little bit of tough love, but fuck it. It made me a better person. It made me a better firefighter, and I was better at the job because of him. I've heard that guy talk before, and he said so many good things about how when you're training someone, you're not just training them a little bit better today than they were tomorrow, but you're training them because you want to inspire good firefighters now and forever, long lasting. Thank you for everything that you did from Eric. You're the fucking best. That was my first station. My second station was station 24, a hazmat station, another specialty. What the fuck? How lucky was I? Now, an amazing part of this station, it has to be said, I had another incredible captain. This guy goes by the name Lionel Richie. If you know, you fucking know. This guy was absolutely nothing short of incredible. What I want to mention about this station as well is that people here were drastically different in terms of personalities than they were at Station 43. Station 43, these guys were kind of like, how do I explain it? They were kind of like brute, rough, men, alpha kind of thing, whatever. And all they liked to talk about was bikes, bikes, bikes. Oh my God, all the dinner conversations about bikes. But when I went to Station 24, the first day we were playing fucking Catan on the dinner table after. And it just goes to show that there's so many different people out there and different personalities that you're gonna work with on the job. The worst thing you can do is say, what the fuck is this stupid shit? I don't wanna be part of this. But the best thing that you can do is to embrace every moment of it. Enjoy the people that you're with, because everyone on the job has a different personality. And if you get to know them well enough, you'll get to enjoy everybody. As I was saying earlier, I had 3 jobs when I came to Ottawa: become a firefighter, survive and fucking got to know, and also work my ass off to study to come back home. Really honest, there was low moments when I was in Ottawa. I was there, I was applying everywhere in the GTA, but for whatever reason, I didn't get picked up for the first few months when I was there. Finally, around August, I want to say, Vaughan opened up. So I applied to Vaughan and I didn't hear anything from them for literally months. When I heard that they were sending interview invites back to my inbox, and I saw absolutely nothing. I don't know what it was about this one. I said, fuck, let me call and inquire as to why I didn't get an interview. I called, I talked to the HR, and I said, hey, so my name's Joe, Ottawa, et cetera, et cetera. Is there a reason why I didn't get a call back? And I remember the HR literally said to me the most HR thing. Well, so if you want any further help as to how to get hired, you can go on www.vaughan.ca and look at the job application, et cetera. She was just giving me like a very robotic answer. So I said to her with a nice happy grin, I said, okay, like, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Have a fantastic day. And I thought it was over. Literally 4 days later, I was watching a movie and I had a missed call on my phone. It said City of Vaughan. I called back and it was the same lady and she said to me, hey, so can you come in for an interview on Tuesday? I thought to myself, I'm like, wait, hold on, whoa, what? I don't know. Like, and I said to her what my brain was saying. I'm working on Monday. I don't know if I can. It's a 24-hour shift. And she goes, okay, well, can you come in on Tuesday? Without even thinking about it, I said, yeah, I'll be there. I think I had to do a shift trade or whatever it was. And I was able to take that day off and come back to Vaughan to do that interview. The interview went really good. After that, a few days went by and I was at a comedy show over in Toronto for Chris DiStefano. I was in the middle of the show, boom, my phone goes off. It's the email from Vaughn. You passed the interview, you're moving on to the next stage. Reading this, I remember I just felt numb. Like I didn't feel anything. There was no emotion, there was no happiness, no sadness, because what it was, it just felt like, fuck, I've been working so hard for this, just get me back home. But just like Ottawa, it took a little bit of time for me to get the solid job offer. Here's a picture of a whiteboard that I literally had on my kitchen table. And I just kept telling myself, look, man, like you put in the work, you did everything. If you get the final email today, that's good. If you don't get it, that's all good. Wait till tomorrow. A bunch of people got their emails back already. I heard a bunch of people got offers back already. And all I could do at this point was just talk to God and pray to God every single day that my email would come, that the job offer would come. I remember it was a Monday. I was on shift at Station 24 and I took my phone off Do Not Disturb because I knew something was gonna come on this day. Eating lunch, lo and behold, boom, phone goes off. It's Vaughn. Joe, congratulations, you've got the job. Finally, felt incredible. Absolutely incredible to come back home. Finally achieved this goal that I've been striving for since 2017. At this point, I put my 2 weeks in with Ottawa, and I honestly thought there was gonna be some sort of a, like a bad blood kind of thing, but they were so cool. Quickly realized when you're in a big city like that, Ottawa or Toronto, you're just a number to them. And I don't mean that in any bad way at all. I really don't. It actually made it easier for me to leave the job at the end of the day. So 2 weeks went by, I worked about 2 or 3 more shifts, packed up all my shit, got out of the Airbnbs inside of Hull. Remember, I stayed 1 extra night at a different Airbnb in the city of Ottawa, a nicer Airbnb. This right here was a picture we took on the very last night at the same restaurant that we went to in Ottawa. And the next day we packed up and we went home. This is the last picture I have that was taken in that chapter of my life. Although at the time I didn't see it as the blessing that it was, because I wanted to come back home so fucking bad. But when I look back at my time in Ottawa, it probably was one of the best times of my entire life. The incredible people that I met in drill school, the incredible people that I met on the job, the incredible people in Ottawa, incredible time that I had there. Man, how did I push myself through it? There was low times when I didn't know. And I didn't really have many people around me to help me. I relied on a lot of different podcasts to listen to in low moments. I relied on a lot of YouTubers to look at their videos to push me forward. Music that was coming out at the time to remind me of back home and to motivate me, to push me, to say, Joe, never fucking quit. Keep fucking going. I don't know what I would have done without those guys, straight up. That's why I believe it's really good to have someone pushing you online to help you achieve your goals. So you just don't fucking quit. At the end of the day, Ottawa was one of the best experiences of my entire life. Shout out to the incredible fire department. Shout out to everybody that works there. Shout out to everyone that is just a small piece of that bigger picture that makes up that incredible department. Trying to get hired with Ottawa, you can do it. Just don't fucking quit. If you're trying to get hired anywhere as a firefighter, the one thing that everybody has that has done anything good in life, they weren't special, they didn't have no fucking talent, blah, blah, blah. They were one thing, and that's resilient. So don't fucking quit. I have an Instagram page at Joe Motivational. Boom. If you're trying to become a firefighter, go give it a follow. I give out free tips of how to get hired in the fire service. If you like this video, like and feel free to subscribe. I put out new videos every single week, go in detail about all of the things that I don't have enough time to talk about on Instagram. Thanks for watching this video, and I wish you guys all the best. Cheers. Woo!